So yeah, hello everyone. I hope that you guys had a wonderful weekend, right? And I hope that you're all safe, right? Financially speaking, right? As you guys knew, you know, we have been giving you guys, two scenarios pertaining to stocks, right? And crypto, of course, right? Either we were going to see what? We were going to see either, price form sequential SMT at the top and drop, or it would just drop, which is why, I kept saying that, no one should be buying anything right now. You shouldn't be buying anything at all, right? Not even a house, nothing, not even a car. But if you have it like that and you can, then why not? But like, cars are expensive, what I was really talking about is that, houses, real estate, stocks, Bitcoin, you guys know all of that stuff, right? Literally, we have a total decoupling of the market. I don't know if I've ever seen this in my life, to be honest. It's insane what's happening. Like, what's happening right now, this is why, like, for the past few months, you always hear me. I was always talking about it. I was always saying that, what's going on between, Iran and Israel, Russia and the US, Russia and Ukraine. This is, the events that they use to just do whatever they want. So you'll see moves happen in the market that does not make any sense at all, right? And you'll see it in the charts when I show you. It doesn't make any sense to us. It doesn't make any sense to, SMT traders. It doesn't make any sense to even retail traders, people that trade with indicators. It doesn't make sense to anyone at all. They literally just, and it's amazing, man, how they do it. they just drop everything. They don't run a high. They don't wait for a precision swing plan to form. And that's manual intervention. Whenever you see things like this happening, which I'm going to show you, this is manual intervention. These are signs of, more to come, more bearishness to come, more pain to come for those who are unaware, of what's happening, of course. So here you can see that literally, right? Price dropped yesterday at the open. Right at the open. That's why I did not want to go live. I did not want to go live yesterday. I wanted to wait until today. I wanted to see what would happen Monday. Right. And of course, in hindsight, some people say, oh, was that tradable? No, it was not. Like, it literally was not. It's not just that, it would be hard to find an entry. It was not. You couldn't place a trade. Did anyone place a trade yesterday at Sunday open? At 10 minutes after, 30 minutes after, you couldn't. They wouldn't allow you to place a trade. Right? You had to either be in before, and well, basically that's it. Because during the fact, you won't want to be in there. So here you can see that we had a news event at 10 a.m. this morning, right? Right? So yesterday, nothing. You couldn't do anything yesterday, right? Today, maybe, of course, you could, but yesterday, no. So yeah, today we had news at 10 a.m., right? That is not, anytime you see news events, and this is, why I love red folders, this is not manual intervention, right? This is the algorithm. It's automated. It's planned, right? They know what's going to happen, of course, but it's planned. Tomorrow, Tuesday, we have nothing. No news events. But, of course, there might be something happening, of course, due to the scenario of the world right now, whereas you have literally every market around the world crashing. Like, every stock market in every country plummeting, right? It's like, as I said, it's actually insane. You have, people, first, economists just, calling for, the Fed to just save America. Basically, they know what's coming, right? Literally, this is what's going on. The Treasury yield, 2-year yield fall 20 basis points on the day to 3.67%. The Treasury 10-year yield fell 10 basis points through the day. Well, today, 3.68. It's insane. And then you have Trump, which, he's a part of everything. He knows what's going on. He knew that this would happen. Of course he did. He's controlled the position. Right? I love Trump, though, even though he's controlled the position. He's just the best choice of the both. You have to have a choice. Right? What is he saying? That, Biden calls this, Kamala calls this. It's planned. It's all planned. Biden's top economic advisor, Gene Sperling. What did he do today after he realized that everything's going to, crap? He quits the White House. He announced that he was leaving the White House. Do you know how much money that guy was getting paid? A lot. And he just quit today after seeing that. He just quit? First of all, he didn't quit. That's all planned. Is just like to incite, panic in us. We don't panic, though. We were aware of, that there was a possibility that this might happen. You were. You have, big firms in Japan. I heard that a $20 trillion trade blew up. $20 trillion trade. The Japan's stock market, it's crazy what's happening. It's insane. like I woke up this morning and I was like, of course, I have all of this stuff written on my wall, expecting it, it's written down in my notes, just, expecting all this stuff to happen, which, basically this isn't it. This is not all that, is to happen. Right now you have people thinking about, I'm just going to buy and hold for, another 4 years. No. When it comes to time, the market goes up for a few years, it goes down for a few years. Right? It literally, that right there was just a test. Just a test crash. Let's see what would happen. How do they react? Are they still fine? Everything is literally about to change, man. Everything's about to change. World powers are about to change. We're in a time whereas, we're lucky to be in because now it's easy to make money. First of all, you just wait a few years for the market to, finish crashing. Literally, right now you have, you have people still giving bullish scenarios. You go on Twitter, you see people giving bullish scenarios, right? You don't want to see that when it's actually bullish. That's not bullish. Are they going to leave those clean highs just like that? Man, I'd like to see that. That would be insane. I have never seen it happen before, ever. Even at the bottom of the, bottom of 2020, when the market rallied. The market's been rallying since 2020, man. You think it can't be crashing until 2028 and 2027? Then after that, it'll rally. For sure. People have been asking me in the past, and this is literally, what led me to not be stocks are going to be just going, just blowing through the atmosphere, blowing through the sky, just going and going and going, just full port, everything. I've never said that before. There will be a time where I will say that. And after that time, right, when I say that, the next couple of years will be over because I will not be doing anything again. Right? I will not have a reason to do anything. I don't have a reason now to do anything, to be honest with you. But after then, it'll just be just Warren Buffett. Right? Yeah, even Warren. Speaking of Warren Buffett, don't you guys see what Warren Buffett did? A few days before the market just shut itself. This is all planned. They all know. It's insane. Like, people don't know what they know. This guy sold everything, sidelined, stack of cash. They told us before it happened. Jim Cramer, he just came on Twitter. Man, this is like, I'm telling you, this is the psychology of it. This is the important part, man. It's not about, it's not 100% about a cracking correlation. It's not 100% about a technical. This is what it's about. Jim Cramer came on, he's like, they're acting like it's the end of the world just because, stocks dropped a bit. It's not. What happened a few days after? Everything dropped to hell, man. Hell. Everything just dropped. Whenever you see big names, and I'm not talking about the little guys, who gives a shit about, whenever you see on the news that people are, having hope, NBC, whatever it is, CNN, whatever it is, having hope. Jim Cramer having hope. Right? What does that tell you? Elon Musk having hope. Even, Donald Trump having hope. What does that mean? It's over. What did Donald Trump say, literally like a week or a few days before Bitcoin crash? He's like, oh, I'm going to, turn America, Bitcoin society or whatever. Bro, I knew it. Once he said that, I knew it. I look at the charts and I'm there and I'm like, bro, I don't see sequential SMT happening. Well, I don't see a two-stage. There was the first stage, which we always talked about, right? Which happened between the quadrennial cycle. Right? We've been talking about that. Right? Of course we have. We were waiting for one more, then lower. What just happened? It just dropped it. Just like that. Everyone's dead, man. You don't understand how much people like text me, friends, traders that you probably know. They're like, bro, it's insane what's happening. Are you fine? I'm like, I'm perfect. I'm not even down 1% on anything. Why? Listen, it's more important to know when not to do something than to know when to do something. Right now you have, these times where you have tension being built. Tension being built up. All across the world, in Europe, you have people just, vandalizing the place, burning places down, breaking into places, shoplifting. Whenever you see those things happening in, Europe, just give it a few months, it'll be America. Just be right at your footstep, right there. If you want to be able to know what's going to happen before it happens, just watch Europe. More importantly, Great Britain, London. That's what you watch. That's where you watch. So yeah, now, with all of that being said, and if you realize, I didn't even talk about Wednesday because you see there's nothing there. The only time that you do something, you already know what to expect, sequential SMT. But, due to the fact that we have these types of market conditions, which, if you haven't been here for more than 10 years, you've never seen this before. It's never been here before. Right? It's never been here before. Probably in 2008, you have been here. And of course, you guys remember, what did I say last year, 2023? I said the mid, or, a little bit after. 2024, what did I expect? 2028 or worse. Not 2028, 2008 or worse. 2008 or worse. We already have worse than 2008. But it's gonna be, but this is nothing. And you'll see why I say this is nothing. So first of all, here, you guys can see, what's on the screen. We have the US dollar index here, of course, euro here, and the British pound here. Look, you can see the dollar dropping, euro right here, expanding. What did the pound do? Nothing, bro. When have you ever seen that? It's nothing. It just stays. That's a signal that, that's decoupling right there. That's not something that you should trade. That's something that gives you a sign that you need to wait a bit. There's nothing to do right now. Well, there's nothing to do that's high probability. You can trade if you have funded accounts, which, there's a lot of you guys, and, which I haven't posted, but I see your messages. But, of course, there's a lot of you guys with funded accounts and whatever it is. It doesn't, you can trade your funded accounts with this, even, and, it'll be better if, you have, you've made money already, you've withdrew money already, so, you can buy another one back, right? It's nothing, right? It's risk-free. So here, consolidating, still, expansion. Keep that in mind. Here's the big one, right? First of all, what did we expect fully? We wanted to see price, at least run this high. I remember that's the, the earliest, if I could remember. But of course, we expected, after price cleared these highs, we want to see lower prices, if you guys remember. Right? So when we're here, you might have forgotten that we said this, right? Price cleared here, drop lower. So it did clear here, but after the price cleared here, I want to see, another, sequential SMT, either, this right here, push above this high, but there is still sequential SMT right here. There's still a correlation right here, but, it would be better to see price at least push above this open right here. But we went close to the high, then we just fell. Like, do you see what's happening? Compared to what happened, over the, past few months, what has price been doing? Just consolidating, barely doing anything at all. Here we had decoupling, which is important right now to take note of, right? I believe I talked about this. I hinted at it. I don't know if you guys, took it into consideration, but we're going to talk about it again. Right? Here, what do we have? We had decoupling. What happened? We had the Dow push higher just to clear these highs. Then we had the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ drop. While the Dow was pushing higher here just to clear these highs. And that's important what I just said, just to clear these highs. Because the only reason why the Dow reached higher was to clear these highs, which is why, we were looking for the Dow to at least push above here, then drop. But what happened? Which just makes me, not trust someone here. There's someone saying something. Because this is what we expected. This to push above this high, if you guys remember, and then this to just, just remain below this high, preferably below equilibrium, which happened here from this low to this high below, right? Price pushed above here, dropped. After the decoupling happened right here, right? We expanded. Look at this. It's crazy. Like, this is like, I believe, let me see. Honestly, don't know where to find. Here it is. We're down. We went down 17%. And I think that's not the end. I think that's not it. Like, I don't think that's it. Right? It doesn't matter if we bounce a little bit, consolidate or whatever. Like, that's not it. It's over. right? For the next few years, as I've been saying, it's over. And there will be a time whereas we will say, it's time to buy, right? Like for years straight, it's time, it's time to buy now. We should be, accumulating stocks. We should be accumulating Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever it is, houses, right? But now, no, it's just not that time. If you can trade, yes, these, minor fluctuations. Let's say you be buying or investing in something, no. Right, trading wise, you have a stop loss. Even here, you can see the Dow. Look, listen, this low is gone. Here you can see this low is going to be gone, right? We'll be at this low. It's obvious. That's obvious right now, right? I did not expect this fast. Like I was watching here and saying, okay, let's see if it takes this high, right? Then drop afterwards, because due to the fact that we were so close to this high, we were not going to be taking this high. But here, even though this is low probability, is something that you could take in consideration next time. Right here, this one high right here, price failed to break above it. This one price failed to break above it. This one here, price did break above it. Right? Then, of course, we collapsed. So this is, what I am looking at when I'm looking for, like, just imagine this as a 5-minute chart, a 1-hour chart, a 4-hour chart, not a weekly chart, right? At the weekly chart, you'll probably like, oh, then, you won't have as much trust in it, as I probably would say. But just imagine that this was a 5-minute chart. What would you aim for? Where would, the wrong liquidity be? What would you think that would happen? First of all, this is liquidity. This is liquidity and this is liquidity. You see, this is a lot of liquidity. Listen, everything that's going on, they're like Iran planning to attack Israel again. Right, and the fact that they're even making this stuff public to us, why are they doing that? Like, if the war was real, it is real, people are dying, of course, and that's sad, but it's not a real war. They created the war, they fabricated it, right? They created it. They know what they're going to plan next. Both of the sides, behind closed doors, they're talking to each other. The soldiers don't know. The commanders probably don't know either. But the person at the top, they know. They'll talk to someone else. My opinion is over, right? For the next few years, at least. Yeah, this is a precision swing point here. Of course, someone was talking about this, in the chat. So yeah, it's a precision swing point. Here you had, price close here, which is where we, but it was not like a, I'm going to short right now, is that I don't want to do anything because, the price could just collapse. Price could just collapse, the markets could collapse, which happened, right? So yeah, we could see, price rebound a bit or just continue crashing or just rebound a bit and then just continue the way down. Right? This is like something that, we've never experienced ever. No one has experienced this ever that's here. I'm pretty sure about that. Right? And this is, what I talked I'm talking about when I said that they're decoupling. Here you have the US dollar. Listen, this is insane. I don't remember the last time I've seen this happen on the daily time frame. Right? This is a sign of a war to come. This is a sign of, as I've said, war to come. Right? Which is a part of Oculus theory, Oracle theory. Right? We have price crashing here, the US dollar. And here, what do we have? The NASDAQ crashing with the US dollar. Listen, there's nothing you can do there but wait. It's insane. We wanted to see the US dollar pump a bit, which would allow the NASDAQ to crash. But first, we wanted to see this drop, which would, allow this to go higher, at least here, then drop afterwards. None of that happened. It just dropped. The US dollar dropped, and the NASDAQ dropped at the same time, man. Like, we're in, some times that just are insane. What's happening right now? We're like going back through, what happened in World War II. Again, as you know, history repeats itself. And I've explained how, why, showed proof already. I don't know if I'll have to do it again, but we'll see. It's insane. Right now, you need to wait for price to stabilize to do anything. You need to see the US dollar and the NASDAQ move in the opposite direction before you think about doing anything. Or they need to be doing, separate actions. One needs to be consolidating, one needs to be expanding, or one needs to be just dropping and one needs to be pumping. But this is why you see, Michael just quiet, right? Not posting any trades, nothing at all. He sees this, and it's insane, and he knows it. And here again, what do we have? Meanwhile, we have the US dollar dropping. What happened? Bitcoin dropped below $50,000. Which I think is nothing. Like, looking at these charts is like, I see price going way lower over time. Yeah, we could, rally a bit, but ultimately it's not a time to, invest. And that's like my strong, area. When it comes to long-term, thinking, I'm barely wrong. When it comes to long-term investments, where you hold for years, whereas, okay, I'm just going to buy now, and then I'll just hold until like, 4 years. Whereas, over that time, you more than likely will, have made over 1,000%. Whereas now you're like, okay, I don't really need to do anything anymore. Right? If you guys remember, we have highlighted this sequential SMT. Right? You can see it. Well, we talked about it. You remember. Here, we have price that ran this high. We talked about this already. And then here, we had price making a lower high. And we talked about liquidity that's here. DC, this is under $1,000. Man, you see this? It's under $1,000. Right? It's insane. I expect this to happen, and it's insane. I hope that you guys found this useful. And, if you have any doubts, you already know my inbox is open. There has been... What the hell? What just happened? Are you guys still here? Is everything okay? That's the cabal, man. Listen. That's some ICT shit right here, man. Matrix attacked. Matrix attack. Man. Anyways, I hope you guys, found this useful. We'll be back again here Wednesday, right? To be honest, right? Depends on my excitement. It'll be like, 3 to 6 p.m. More than likely, it'll be 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for everyone that missed this, which I don't really have to be talking to them, it'll be recorded, it'll be posted, right? The main goal is to, capitulate at market bottoms, just like what Warren Buffett has been doing for like the past 60 years. Or 50 years, 55 years, I don't know. 100% remember. Right? So that's my goal. I trade with like 10% of my money, but I have most of it just set aside to just, buy in when events like that's currently happening happen. I don't think this is anything. I just think this is like nothing. This isn't shocking to me. This doesn't frighten me. I don't have fear right now. There's nothing at all like that. I have fear when the markets are rallying, right? That's when I have fear. The markets are dropping. That's when I have FOMO, which is how you should be as well. So yeah, this will be recorded for those that came late. It'll be posted right now. And yeah, I hope that you guys have a, wonderful day. And we will talk again Wednesday.